Hi everyone, welcome to Tech Tutorials. I am Thomas and this is session 16 of Azure Data Factory tutorial 2. So in this demo I am going to cover filter activity and how to use a filter activity and what can be the use cases for it. So guys, before that please do like and subscribe my channel, and let's begin the tutorial now. So what is filter activity? So by name itself it states that we are filtering something. So it could be like a file name or a folder name. We are trying to restrict something to let it go to the next level. Okay, so let's see. So this is like one of the simplest activity you can say, and with that let's get into the practical scenario and let's open our Azure portal. Okay, so let me just create a new pipeline, or yeah, let me just create a new pipeline. Let's give the name and the filter. Okay, so now let's pull out the metadata. So it's the same thing, we will pull out a metadata, give it a name, read the files. Okay, minimize it. You have an option over here, just click over here and you will get the canvas opened. Then if you want you can minimize this also, click on this collapse button. And now over here you can see, click on datasets, click over here and select our datasets. Once it is selected you will get the source option, the folder name which is like source by default since we have given that in the parameters at the data set level, and file name is showing as customer data. So this thing we will remove and we will make it as wildcard this, and we will select this one and change this to the child items. Click on this child items, and now let's see what happens. So what I did is, you can see this is our folder, right? Tech source folder, and these are the files. So you might be wondering like from where we got this archive folder. So the use case or like scenario would be, once we have processed these files we should have a archive folder where we should push these files over with the timestamp or something. Okay, but for the time being just assume that we have created one folder and we are making use of metadata. Okay, so this could be like one of the scenarios where you can use a filter activity. So before adding a filter activity, let's run it and see what is the output uh, in the output log. Let's click on this. And see, let's click on over here in the output. You see we have all the four file names coming in under the child items, and along with that we have another item which is actually a folder name within the main folder. So we have a archive folder created over here, right? So that is also coming over here, and if we pick this and we move that into a for each activity and copy activity tries to process it, it will throw out an error because we do not have any file like this, and it will end up in an error. Okay, so what we can do, you see we have two properties within the child items. One is like name and other is like type. So we will make use of type. Okay, so in type we have two categories. One is like file, which is our regular files, that's why it's stamped as file. Okay, another one is like folder, so we have an option to choose either file or folder. So we can make use of this property, that is type property, and exclude the folder, whatever value is coming into folder. Let's try that out. Let's go expand this, go and pick filter activity, click over here, join this, restricts or remove whatever name, whatever sensible name you want to put, we can put that. Remove the subfolders names. Okay, click over here, go to settings. After clicking over items, okay, so in order to get the items just click on this, select the metadata, and then put the same thing, child items. Okay, and then click on OK, and in the condition now we have to provide that filtering logic. Click on this add dynamic content, go here, and then what you can do, there is a property which helps us to uh, grab the property for name and the type. Okay, so if we use this one, okay, So this property allows us to make use of file names coming from the metadata activity. Okay, but I do not want this. I do not need this. Instead, I will go with type, because I showed you we have a property named as name and type. So I cannot take name and use it anywhere. Instead, if I take type, I have the option to check for whether it is a file or a folder, right? And what I will do, I will pick up this as a type and I will say contains. First of all, I will do, let's remove this. First of all, I will put contains this equals to folder. Okay, so now I am saying whatever value is coming as folder, please give me that record. Okay, but in actual, I want to stop that data and let the other data flow in, right? So how to do that? I will simply put a not condition. Let's see if it works. Let's put a not condition and we'll see. Okay, now let's check it out. Click OK and let's validate if you want to validate, and then that's it. Then click on debug and let's see if we have any issues or any proper output that comes up. Okay, so both of these activity got complete. Let's click on this, the metadata activity, to look out for the items within the child item. So you see we have 4 files, and with the 4 files we have one folder also, right? And now let's click on the filter activity. In the filter activity, this is the condition that we have given, and then let's click over here. You see we have 5 items coming in from the metadata activity, but we got only 4 items. Okay, so that's because we have excluded the folder type and we have excluded that value out of this array. So that's the reason we are getting customer data, product data, transaction data, and vendor data, but the folder details is not there. That is, all the types related to file is coming, but all the records with the type folder is not coming. Okay, so that's it, guys. So I believe this is clear. This session is very clear to you, and how to use filter condition. There could be different use cases where we can leverage these filter conditions. So we can use metadata activity with filter condition, then we can use for each activity, and like that we can go. Okay, so I think pretty much we have covered everything in this session, guys. If you guys have any questions or queries, please do post that in the comments below, and please guys do like and subscribe my channel. And that's it for the day. Please take care of yourselves and have a great day ahead. Thank you.